grass, to be honest. But yeah, I like this turf, and I'm able to cut well in it and move well in it. So hopefully I can have the same type of impact on the game as I had on past times in this stadium.
Saquon, Gibson performance training. Can you speak to Martin Gibson and what GPT has meant to your career, but specifically this season, what Martin and Gibson performance training has meant?
Yeah, I mean, we've been working for 10 years. It's funny to think about that. For 10 years we've been working, and I'm just super appreciative of him because, like I said, everybody want to come around now, but when things wasn't right, it was me and him and that son by myself. I was calling for my brother to come, so I got to give my brother some love to take some reps off my body, and he would push me and motivate me and push me and motivate me, and we kind of came up with our little slogan, dark times, and it's still dark times. Even though there's a lot of light on us now, there's a lot of love, that's still the mentality that we have, and I just love that the things that we do on the field, and he's posted some clips and been able to show the world a little bit, but the stuff that we do goes right directly into the games, and I'm super appreciative of him, and wouldn't be the player I am today without him for sure.
Saquon, what would be your biggest challenge facing another defense, especially when you're the target?
Yeah, I mean, I think every week, I'm one of the main targets on the team, but the beauty of this team is you want to try to stop one guy, you have a hard time stopping the others. But with Spags, you just got to be ready to adjust. You never know what to expect. And all levels, they're great all levels, and I think it starts with taking care of 95.
Saquon, with the Giants, you shared the backfield for a long time with a fellow Austrian, Sandro Platzko. We're hailing from Austria, and we thought we'd bring you an Austrian treat. It's your little birthday present. I know it's been a big story, but when you look back on your time together with Sandro Platzko, came up through the IPP program, what goes through your mind when you think back of that?
I love him. He's a great dude. He's a hard worker. He always, he always was questioning the coaches, right? And sometimes you need that. And I think it keeps the coaches on their toes. And he always just needed to know why or the reason why. And he came in trying to learn as much as he can about the game. And I didn't know that. I asked him, I was like, how big are you over there and how good are you over there? And he told me he's a Saquon or Christian McCaffrey over there. So I give love for him, and I know he went through a knee injury not too long ago, and been rehabbing. I've been seeing some stuff he's been posting, but big shout out to Sandro.
Hope you're not having a nut allergy. It's a hazelnut treat, and hope it tastes even sweeter on Sunday afternoon.
Is it chocolate?
Well, open it up. It's kind of a waffle. It's a famous Viennese Austrian treat.
Oh, okay. This is a wafer? Is this a wafer?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right, okay.
So it's on with a handshake with your daughter, son.
Yeah, me and my daughter have been doing that handshake for probably 4 years now, 3 or 4 years now. We kind of came up with one in the living room at one day, and now my son, I got a handshake with him, and we kind of stole it off of Nemo.
You keep mentioning family in a lot of your answers. What does family mean to you?
It means everything. I think I'm gonna write a book about this one day. Actually, I think team is the biggest thing, and the reason why everybody's super successful. So if you think of all the most successful people that come to your mind, the reason why they are is a team mindset behind it. And whether it's team in football, you talk about your O-line, the wide receiver, the running backs, and all these guys doing together, or your team as your family. And my family has been super supportive of me from day one, been with me through thick and thin. And another thing, with my boys too, I don't got no yes men around me. My boys gonna shoot me straight, let me know when I'm doing something right or when I'm doing something wrong, and that's another way you show love. So my support cast is the reason I am the man I am today, and hopefully the reason why the man I continue to become.
They're still really young. In years to come when they're older, how are you going to explain these moments that they're living with you?
Yeah, Jada, my daughter, she understands it a little bit. We had a daddy-daughter dance the same day as the Super Bowl, but it got canceled. So she told me on last night on FaceTime when it got canceled that she definitely wants me to win the Super Bowl more now. But my son kind of has no idea, and I think hopefully maybe one day he's a football player or whatever he decides to do. But there's been some cool moments we had, like me holding him with pictures and stuff like that. So be able to explain that to them when they get older.
Saquon, talking about Terrell Davis, you have a chance to break his all-time regular season, postseason combined market record. What do you know about Terrell? Any memories? Any highlights of him?
Yeah, I mean, the highlights of him, I was probably 1 or 2 years old, so I probably won't remember, but I do remember the first time I've heard of TD, but the first memory I have of TD would be in college. Coach Huff showed us a video of him, and it wasn't him about the yards he rushed for. It was about the way he got on the team, the way he made the team, and going down there on special team, making a big play. And that kind of gave me the opportunity to understand that you got to capitalize on the opportunities that you get. And I think I was a freshman at the time, so every time that I touched the ball, it was a little different. I wasn't going down there on special team making tackles, thank God. But when I touched the ball in practice as a freshman, I tried to make my presence felt. So I've definitely learned that from him, and to be able to have a year and even be mentioned, with him, the Hall of Fame caliber player, is definitely awesome.
Some of the linemen where he blew up the guy, he was the play and took got the big tackle.
Some of the linemen said that you gave them a gift.
Yeah.
What did you set up as mistakes for giving them that gift?
Yeah. Sometimes you got to talk things into existence, right? When I first got there, I told those guys that when we win a Russian title this year, I'm going to make sure I get you guys some watches. And I was able to fulfill that and get those guys some watches. Big shout out to my jeweler, Gabe. He helped me out there. But what I did learn is, there's some big guys, so you get the standard size, and I got to help them out, get some extra links.
And so you gave them golf carts as well with Jalen Hurts, your teammate. So are there any more gifts to come? Because that's a lot already.
Yeah, I know, right?
Super Bowl.
Hopefully the gifts we can give is winning the Super Bowl, and that would definitely help my pockets out a little bit. Eric or Landon? You talking about the running back?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, yeah, I think I don't know how to answer that one really. I was actually able to talk to Eric Dickerson on the phone after I rushed for 2,000 yards, and he congratulated me. And a lot of people get caught up in what he said and he's a hater or this and that and third, and I didn't kind of take it that way at all. Because he made a great point. Everyone who say that records are meant to be broken don't have records. So I look at it the same way there, and I think it was a pretty cool and dope moment for him to reach out to me, and I definitely respected having that conversation with him.
So next Sunday is going to be your birthday, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you plan to celebrate?
Hopefully by holding a Lombardi trophy.
What is your first?
Do you have any headphones?
What's in my headphone? I don't have like a set playlist. I kind of go with the flow or whatever's hot right at the moment, but definitely Rod Wave.
Do you have any ritual pre-game or a superstition?
No, not really. I don't have no superstition. I kind of just stick to my routine, try to stay consistent with that. But yeah, that's really all.
Just making sure, you said the daddy-daughter dance was scheduled for this coming Sunday?
It's canceled, March 14th. So I got to make sure March 14th I got nothing to do.
Who schedules a daddy-daughter dance on the Super Bowl?
That's the second time, actually. Last year, it's always around the Super Bowl. Last year, I had to go to the Super Bowl for events, like paid stuff. So Pop went for me, Dan. Shout out to Dan, holding it down. So I was really looking forward to this year, but it was on February 9th, but it got canceled, so we're all good.
What do you think is the key match of this Super Bowl?
I think every game starts up front. So whoever wins up front, more times than not, going to win a football game.
What's your first Super Bowl?
What's your favorite thing about playing with the Eagles?
Everybody on this team. The way that everyone cares about each other, love each other. So yeah, definitely made some teammates, some friends that I'm gonna have for a very long time.
Asking first about the mental health situation, so I just wanted to ask like how you're feeling mentally by putting that 8,000 season lead up to now on the biggest game of your life.
Yeah, mentally I'm in a great spot. I'm in a really great spot. But it's not alone, I'm kind of coming back to this team mindset, and it takes everyone. And, be able to talk to my mentor Ryan and have a conversation with him weekly, and just him picking my brain, see where I'm at. Being able to go talk to our therapist Jody, letting my guard down. Especially, I don't mean to make it like a gender thing, but like as men, sometimes we feel that we don't need to do this, or we just got to man up. And I've definitely had that mindset before, but I think this year my mindset was definitely to be able to let my guard down, and that was a big thing I wanted to do when I came to Philly, was you know, it's new, brand new, fresh start. Let everything go, and it's been helpful for me mentally. It's been helpful for me on the field, and I think it's a real key to my success. Be able to talk to my mentor and be able to talk to my therapist.
Well, what the young men you were in high school and college will think of the man and the player you became?
Hopefully he'll be proud. You know, I think, but it wouldn't be just because I'm playing the Super Bowl. You know, you never expect adversity, you never expect up and downs. But I think he'll be proud in those moments, how I handled myself and how I didn't give up. And even though I'll have my days that I always kept fighting.
Do you take a step back sometimes just to admire what you did?
No, not really. I think that's one of my biggest flaws that my family and friends tell me, that I have a hard time appreciating stuff. But I'll definitely take a time for after the season when I would enjoy and celebrate the things we accomplished.
Jalen Hurts has said that he has scars from doubters, whether it's college, draft and all that stuff. And some of your teammates say they like when people are doubting him because they see him with that extra edge. Do you get a sense of that extra edge that he has?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. I think I think the reason why he's such a special player is because of that. The things that he went through and experienced in college, and being drafted here and having to sit down, those things he experienced, and even losing a Super Bowl, all those things he experienced helped him to become the player and the leader that he is, and keep down him, and he's going to keep proving everyone wrong. Hopefully, he's beginning to do that.